All right, let's talk about something that is a huge part of any real estate deal, the home inspection. It's probably one of the most critical and, let's be honest, one of the most nerve-wracking steps in the whole process. Doesn't matter if you're the buyer or the seller, this is where things get real. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain and break it all down for you.
You know how it goes, right? You've been on the hunt for weeks, maybe even months. You've seen so many houses that were just not quite right. And then, all of a sudden, it happens.
You walk through that front door and you just get that feeling. This is it. You can already picture where your furniture will go. Imagine having coffee in that kitchen. Everything just clicks. You're emotionally hooked. It already feels like home.
But here's the thing. All that charm, that perfect curb appeal, it can kind of blind you, can't it? It's so easy to fall in love with the surface. But what about the stuff you can't see? The really, really important stuff is almost always hidden from view.
Yeah, underneath that fresh coat of paint, there could be some serious issues. We're talking about things like little cracks in the foundation, outdated wiring, or signs of old water damage. And those are the things that can turn your dream into a total money pit, a real disaster.
And that is exactly why the home inspection is so essential. It's your safety net. It's the one step that makes sure you aren't walking right into what could be a massively expensive mistake. This is way more than just kicking the tires. We're talking about protecting what's probably the biggest investment you'll ever make. Think of it like this. The home inspection is your X-ray vision. It's the tool that gives you the power to see right past the pretty surface and understand the true condition of the house. It is absolutely your best defense against any nasty hidden surprises. So let's start with the most common situation, which is from the buyer's side. If you're buying, listen up. An inspection is completely non-negotiable. It's your shield.
So yeah, of course, it's about finding those hidden problems and avoiding a huge mistake. But it's also a powerful strategic tool. The information in that report, that gives you serious negotiating power. Plus, it acts like a roadmap for the future, helping you budget for repairs you know are coming down the line. It's all about buying with your eyes wide open.
Okay, but let's flip the script. What if you're the one selling the house? Now, this might sound a little counterintuitive, but getting an inspection before you even list your home can be a brilliant move. It's like a secret weapon.
Think about it. A pre-listing inspection lets you get ahead of the game. You find any problems and you fix them on your own terms, with your own budget. This means no horrible last-minute surprises that could kill the deal. Plus, it builds a ton of trust with buyers. It shows you've taken care of the place, it helps justify your asking price, and it almost always leads to a smoother, faster sale.
So when you boil it all down, it's pretty simple. It's the exact same process, but with two totally different goals. For the buyer, the keyword is protection. You need to know exactly what you're getting into. For the seller, the keyword is preparation. You want to present the best house possible to make the sale go quickly and smoothly.
So what actually goes down on inspection day? What does it really look like? Let's take a peek inside the process.
First off, it all comes down to the inspector. And let me be clear, this is not a job for your handy uncle. A certified home inspector is a trained professional. Their entire job is to give you an unbiased, objective report based on really strict industry standards. They have a checklist and a methodology to make sure nothing gets missed.
And they show up prepared. We're talking specialized tools, ladders, safety gear, the whole 9 yards. They're trained to get into places like attics and crawl spaces that you really couldn't or definitely shouldn't go into yourself. This is all about professional expertise. And here's the wild part. For all the critical information it gives you, the inspection itself doesn't take that long at all. For a normal, average-sized house, the inspector is usually done and dusted in just a few hours.
So what could they possibly look at in just a few hours? Well, pretty much everything. It's a true top-to-bottom review. They start with the big-ticket items, the really expensive stuff, the structure, the roof, the plumbing, and any signs of water damage.
And the level of detail is impressive. I mean, they're not just flipping on a light switch. They're testing individual outlets, opening up the main electrical panel, and checking out the whole system to make sure it's safe and functioning correctly.
And that checklist just keeps on going. They'll fire up the furnace and the AC to make sure the HVAC system works. They're on the lookout for any signs of termites or other pests. And yep, if there's a pool, they'll check that out too, including its safety features. It is incredibly thorough.
Okay, so the inspector packs up and leaves. Now comes the most important part of the entire process. You get the report. So, what do you do with it?
What you'll get is a detailed document, usually with a lot of photos. Now, it's really important to understand this is not a pass-fail test. Think of it as a detailed roadmap, or maybe a health report for the house. It spells out everything the inspector found, big and small.
Now, here is a crucial piece of advice. When you first get that report and see a long list of items, your first instinct might be to panic. Don't. Seriously. No house is perfect, I promise you. Virtually every inspection finds a list of issues. The good news is the vast majority of them are usually minor things that are pretty easy to fix. Your job now is to use that report wisely. Go through it, figure out which issues are major and which are minor, and then use that information to negotiate. You can ask the seller to make repairs or maybe ask for a credit so you can do them yourself. This whole process is what lets you move forward with total confidence in your decision. And ultimately, that's what a home inspection is all about. It's not a scary test to be passed or failed. It's a tool. It takes all the fear and uncertainty out of the equation and replaces it with facts and knowledge. So the real question is never if you should get an inspection. The real question is, once you have that powerful knowledge, how are you going to use it?